Tonight, from Seattle, Washington, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Seattle Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
Well, the city of Seattle known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild Lumen Field.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team...
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And, oh, right away, he lost the football. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Oh, he'll let one. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Cardinals. 53 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11. Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Able to complete this to Chenault.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on third down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Josh Allen able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. And he's going to go down again. Josh Allen in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Cliff Kingsbury here on fourth down. Trots out the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
The score, Cardinals 3, Seahawks 0.
Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, at Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
At the 48.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Jackson will throw again. He'll get this to Ward. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
15 yards on the play, first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
He was brought down by...
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Cardinals.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And it's caught. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another one on 2nd. It might not do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets him 6 points.
And at contract time, you want to show touchdowns scored way more than you want to show yards per carry.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 55 yards. The defense very fooled on that play. He could have handed that ball off. He made a very good decision to keep it.
One word comes to mind watching that play: confusion. Because you're exactly right. The defense, like, where's the ball? Where'd he go? And boy, did he take off and fly.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target.
The pass.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
14-yard line.
He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Adam Troutman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. His first career touchdown pass, and, you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate. Save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Extra point attempt here still to come.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, that's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second and 11 now.
Jackson from the shotgun. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones.
Complete.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. Vontez Burfict, the one to get him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Jones.
The 40-yard line.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the gun, Jackson. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now left side on the swing pass. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
J.K.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 5-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And Jones has it over the middle. And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson caught on the right side by Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
The score.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the Falcons who were able to pick up the victory at home. Marcus Mariota leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. 27-7, the final score. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. and they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Sam Darnold, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Greg Ward on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete to Ward. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Ward Jr. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Jackson to Boyle here over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To throw again is Jackson. That's Ward, complete right side. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 36-yard line.
Again, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And Jackson throwing once more. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Makes the score Seahawks 13, Cardinals 10.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. throw here out of the gun. That's out to his running back, Fournette. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On is the punter, Scott, here as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's taken in by Henderson. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Fournette. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Leonard Fournette.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Made by Jordan Brooks. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
On second down, here's the option.
at the 24-yard line.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
The pass. The tackle made by Jordan Brooks. A gain of 7. And a Cardinal first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Josh Allen make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it. Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
2nd and 10.
Now a throw here to his running back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Laviska Shenault.
His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down.
Lamar Jackson.
Aaron Donald in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson
Flushed out right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. He's letting it fly for Cooks.
Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The football going back over to Arizona now.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Arizona.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
The ball
and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he got position on him and he pulls it in.
15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15 and a Cardinal first down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Cardinals, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.